devil ease up. I see him trying to creep up. I spit the Holy Ghost fire, make the demons freeze up. He died on the cross, so essentially freed us. And from the dust like Lazarus, I'm about to rise up. While we walking through life, we gotta pay attention to the signs, the tricks and the traps of the devil. Yeah, we gotta keep in mind, he knows our sickness. He used them against him with the quickness. The flesh is deceitful. We gotta start acting more like God's people. Who will be the remnant? Me. The gospel, who will defend it? Me. There's only one true and living God, Jesus Christ. And all the rest is a fraud. Don't get tripped up. He's waiting on you to slip up. You gotta stay focused.
I feel like, we just open up with the pose, but
no, this is the time.
I know, that's what I'm saying right here.
But I want you to hit my time.
Anyway, we on time.
We're on time. We told you we were gonna drop the heat once a week. You heard
I like that. She said drop
this
heat once a week. Huh? Fire.
Boom, y'all tell us. Don't gas me. I'll start rapping because I got the bar dropping in these cars.
Hold her back. Anyways, y'all.
Okay, y'all said y'all wanted a singles edition.
That's what we're here for.
So y'all want to be hot tail? Guess who finna help you? Us.
Your favorite couple's favorite couple. So yeah, man, we been.
Because I had a hot tail moment right there before I had you. It was a little mild hot tail moment, but hey, sis, do you?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, do you?
You have to do what you got to do.
You have to do what you got to do.
So, anyways, y'all.
I had a hot tail moment.
You do. Hot girl summer. I guess that's what they call it now.
The hot girl summer stuff I just can't deal with.
Yeah.
First, I just turned 30 on the 1st, and I'm well down. I can't do it.
She said she well down, y'all.
I can't do hot girl summer.
Anyways, y'all. So, if you're trying to have a hot girl summer, or if your hot girl summer is well down, these are the top 5 areas for.
Or a hot boy summer.
Or hot boy, yeah, you're right, because I'm tripping.
After you back it up and stop. What? Drop it like it hot.
Anyways, y'all, we silly today, y'all. We silly. So we go ahead and went ahead and compiled a list, and
once again, ghetto bathroom video.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Y'all like it, we love it. Anyways, we put the top 5 cities / areas for singles to live in and around Denver. If you are on this video and you want to see the couples, or I felt like we did more family oriented. We did that video first, and we will link it down below in the description. Before we actually get into the area, if y'all new here, we the Steamers, man. This is Coco. I'm Trey. Yo, if y'all want to see more videos like this, then y'all hit that subscribe button. Click it. You know what I'm saying? Turn that notification bell on so y'all can get uploaded whenever we.
That was the notification bell.
That was the notification bell.
That's not a subscribe.
It's all right.
Okay.
Just hit both of them at the same time after you do one.
Period, poo.
And then make sure you like, comment, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. She definitely has an Instagram. It's at a cup of cocoa _ a glass of wine. And I'll link all that too below.
Also, if you just landed here by chance and you haven't seen 5 areas in and around Denver, then we will also link it below.
Yeah.
We don't know how to link it up top. If you know how to link it up top,
y'all holler at us.
Holler at.
So anyways, we're going to dive right on in. The first area, and I ranked them, I feel like, from the best to the worst. And I wouldn't even say worst, but the top 5. But the number 1 area to live in for singles is Capitol Hill.
Hell, I want to live there.
I'm not going to lie. Capitol Hill is the move, man. It's artsy. It's eclectic down there, man. It's
I like the artsy.
It's a good mix. When you get down there, you really just feel good. They got all the, herb shops, and you know what I'm saying? You got the balance of the cafes out there.
That's where Arts and Herbs
That's where Arts and
right?
Herbs is, where we go to get our crystals and things like that. I feel like it's a really good mix. I see nothing but single people when we go.
I always see single people. I do see people that come to those specific stores there. But one thing I want to mention that there's places on this list kind of for everybody. And when we talk about Capitol Hill, this is definitely not for per se the hot girl. I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah, true.
Unless you like a really eclectic hot girl, then that could work. But this is more like I'm into art, I'm into nature, I'm into outside, I'm I don't want to say weird because I'm that girl.
I would say weird, yeah.
People have labeled me as weird, but
yeah.
I don't want to call it weird because I feel like it's kind of derogatory. But I'm going to say this is more like just for the more like eclectic type of single.
Extraordinary people. Let's just say that.
It's definitely an eclectic type of person
definitely.
scene. This is not for like, I don't feel like you go to Capitol Hill when you like want to be bar hopping.
Yeah, true.
That ain't
true,
the place.
True. That's why I said it's more of like I said, with the eclectic vibe and the artsy vibe. It's definitely, it's weird because it's slow, but you can tell it's a lot of young people. It's very urban. It's a bunch of mixed. I feel like it's just like, really concentrated on the mixed heavy. Like, you really don't know what you're going to pull out of the bag out there. And it's fun. I like it. It's a really fun area. I would recommend that if you want that and you into that. There also is a university down there too. So if you are in school or doing your school thing, Capitol Hill is going to be where you want to be at. I definitely
feel like it's for a lot of artsy type college students and also like upperclassmen as well as people who probably graduated in the last like 5 to 7 years.
Same thing. I agree. All right. Number 2 is going to be 5 Points / the River North area. Now, this is another good area. This was the area that we were in when we went to the park.
Right. I like 5 Points area. I think 5 Points is a great place for actual singles of color or black singles.
Yes.
Some history about 5 Points is that area was developed. That was the first area that black people resided in Denver. We created that area, saying we meaning black people created the area and built it up, and then of course it got gentrified because welcome to America, what doesn't get gentrified.
Right.
When it comes to whatever, areas of color, low income areas, all those type of things, not necessarily saying that they go head and head. But this area has a special place in my heart because this is the area that whenever, just history because I'm a history nut, whenever black artists would come into town to perform, this is the area in the neighborhoods they would go to stay with other black people because as we know they weren't allowed in the hotels. So this is a really good place for black singles.
Definitely.
And honestly, black people who may have like 1 or 2 kids, I feel it's more expensive because they realize what they had there. But if you want to pick a specific neighborhood in the central area, I feel like 5 Points is the one.
Yeah. I feel like with the history there, that just makes it even all the more better. They got some charm out there because it is.
Because we did it.
Right, you know what I mean? So
because we great. Yeah, I'm sorry if you new here. I'm extremely pro-black, and we are the shit. And the area is the shit.
Yeah, simple. I agree. That's why I like it the most because of. I've always been a person that's like, if you gonna move somewhere, experience that place. Don't go nowhere and be like, I want a high rise and live in super modern. Like, I've always been a place like, if I'm in Mexico, put me in one of them fucking villas with no roof.
Especially not.
I'll figure out the rest of that shit later. All I want to do is eat salsa and do salsa. That's the only 2 things. At the same time, maybe one after the other. I don't give a damn. But I'm out here to live.
Forget them tacos, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to just eat salsa because I have some requests. I want salsa. I want homemade tamales.
Yes.
I want tacos. I want what's that bread that I love?
The sopapillas?
No, I like that one too. I want the sopapillas, but I definitely want the pupusas. But is that I don't know if that's Mexican or South.
It is. It's like Chile. It's like
no. What was our neighbors that used to make that for us all the time?
I don't know, but I know.
I think they was from
Ecuador. Yeah. Okay.
Correct me on that.
If it's not, y'all let us know.
Pupusas Mexican food? I think it's Mexican food.
I
don't know. In Texas, we got so many types of Hispanic people, and half the people that not even Mexican.
Right.
But just for the shits and giggles, I do love me some Mexican.
Definitely. So, but what I was saying is, that makes it a lot better. You know what I mean? It's like that makes it really, really great when you live somewhere that has some type of something behind it. I'm always a sucker for meanings or something like that.
That's so character.
Yeah, definitely. So number 3 is going to be Central Denver. Now that's exactly what it says, Central Denver, downtown.
This is hot girl summer.
This is definitely where you can run ragged. I am gonna lie to you. Central Denver is popping.
It is a lot of nightclubs.
What's popping? Brand new.
Okay, stop. Don't.
That's right. Anyway.
Okay, cool. We're not making money yet, but if we ever get to the point.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that's definitely the area where it is going down. I remember y'all went and looked at some apartments. They had some scooters, man. That's where the scooters be.
Ooh, them things was pro.
Yeah, no, them scooters is the truth. I ain't got on one yet, but I love Central Denver. Every time we go down there, we have a blast. Like, we went to the museum, and then of course y'all know we had our anniversary. We went down there just to go walk and eat food, and right next door we ended up finding like this nice little shop. They got just some of the I feel like it's just a bunch of trinkets downtown in Denver. It's like a bunch of, you ever been out and just been on a hunt or somewhere and you just keep finding little gems everywhere?
You could just find stuff like
to get into.
The whole day, I'm just like, let's check out downtown.
Yeah.
We've done it like 4 times and we still
it never
find
gets
everything.
old. I know. It never gets old. It's definitely a part of time where it's like every time you go down there, you're going to find yourself into something. Just because that's how it's set up. But everybody is there moving. You can tell everybody, and it's a lot of mix of that too. I feel like that's probably like the number one area for sure. Hot girl summer, hot boy summer, because it's a bunch of everything in like walking distance, like huge, 3-4 floor shops. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That little building.
That we were into. Bunch of shops in there, just bunch of different stuff. If y'all like that and just want to get out and go experience something, no money at all. And I'm telling y'all gonna have the best damn time if you go to Central Denver. I'm telling you, that's something you'll never get up to. A little spicy on the housing area, but
a little spicy on the apartment. If you want to rent an apartment,
definitely.
If you want to buy a condo, how much was that condo?
Well, we looked at a 2-bedroom condo. It was
cool. Baby ass condo.
It was $450.
It
was regular. I'm not gonna lie, and it was in the old ass building.
And it needed hella upgrades. The floor was sloping.
Yeah.
The building was just not up to par. It was cute and quaint, but like honestly, I was just like, y'all gassing this price. Anyways, y'all know, our kids always gotta interrupt our videos. Anyways, I think everything is spicy. Y'all saw on the video, if you haven't seen on the video, how much do apartments cost in Denver. When we showed y'all Central Denver and we showed y'all like an expensive and the less expensive, the less expensive was not even less expensive because it's just expensive there, like period. So I feel like if you want to live in this area, you need to have your coin together. Which is why I don't live in that area. Not saying that my coin ain't together, but I'm not trying to give them my coin. Period. Hello, somebody. Next place. So the next place that we have is Washington Park. Baby knows more about this area than I do.
Yeah, Washington Park is where we went when we do Amazon Flex. And
it is.
Where we dropped off that package at the house, that one house that had a dog.
We went back like a couple of days later. We've been there a few times.
So this area is definitely the area where I feel like it's a lot more. It's not that. And it's not that. It's not really a good. It's not a mix at all. But this is definitely. I feel like it's not a mix at all. I feel like every time I go down there, I always see everybody with dogs. They all at their park. It's the pumpkin spice latte, I like to call them. But I feel like it's a certain person. They are single. We can all tell. That's where we picked up that shelf at too. That was kind of Washington Park too.
But that was the edge.
Of really Central Denver.
Yeah, Central Denver.
But yeah. So
when you get in there, I feel like it's more conservative.
It is.
It's the conservative singles that was raised by conservative people. I'm gonna just put it like this: if you trying to avoid people that probably might have Trump pins in their yard poster, don't go to Washington Park.
Yeah. So let's just say that. Moving on. But yeah, I mean, it's an area for everybody. You know, you never know who's watching the channel. Somebody might fit in where you get. You fit in where you get in. So
I mean,
we're definitely not knocking. I don't feel like the people are bad out there. It's not like we had any bad experiences or nothing like that. You know, it's nothing negative. I just want y'all to understand, like, we got to keep it real. It's just not no black people out there.
It's not
and it's definitely conservative, like, for sure.
To me, it's not people of color either.
Yeah, either that too. So it's not limited to black. I feel like there's no people of color. So
I get that because I do be out here looking for my people. Like
me too.
But to me, like, if an area doesn't necessarily have black people, that's not gonna make me be like, I'm not gonna live here.
True.
What will make me not live here is if I can't see nobody of color. And when I say color, like, you know, lots of people put different races. For me, I'm looking for like black, Latin, you know, like Middle Eastern, those people.
Yeah. Are people of color, yeah.
People of color. Somebody where I can look at you and tell you're not white.
Right,
you know?
right. So,
because I need to see some type of diversity, and not necessarily for myself as a person, although I do love diversity, but for our children, I just feel like it's something very, I opposite. I don't even know the word is right now. That is not cultivating for a child to not grow up in an area where they can see multiple types of people. Yeah. That's just me.
I feel the same way. I definitely agree. So Washington Park, it is what it is. Number 5 is Cherry Creek.
I love that area.
I love Cherry Creek too.
I feel like it's very diverse too.
Very diverse.
But them prices.
It's spiced out.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm not gonna lie, this is another place where your hot girl summer and hot boy summer is up. Because when your sister flew in and I took the kids to go swim, there's a big state park out there, Cherry Creek State Park. I'm not gonna lie, it was just like it was like a scene out of like one of those college campus movies, and I was like, where's the families at? Because I don't even fit in. We just out here. It didn't stop us from getting in the water because I did find a little section of black people and not just black, but like a lot of families. I seen the other kids. That's what I be looking for because I'm like, my kids need to play with other kids, whatever. So I did find that little hub. But for real, it was just like, everybody was like drinking and it's a big lake out there. So you know how everybody do. They like on their jet skis and everybody on their boats and it's beer this and beer. So I feel like for sure that's definitely a hot area. Everybody goes there because the state park to get in, I think, is $10.
It's just the park.
It's just the park. Yeah, you just paying for the park.
That area, I feel like it's diverse.
It is very diverse. I will give it,
Not just culturally. I feel like it's diverse in the type of people that are here too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like you might find a hot girl, but you might find a church girl that's secretly a hot girl because you know how they go.
Right.
You might find a hot girl, might find a church girl, might find a conservative, liberal that's not a hot. Like there's a lot of different types of people.
It is because speaking of this is funny, y'all. Speaking of like how we be trying to like get in where we fit in, where we fit like bring our family to stuff like that. For real.
I know what you're finna say.
Yeah. So I just want to tell a story because it was like, remember how I said it was like college scene? Well, we out there enjoying the baby's baby. Okay.
The 2-year-old.
She just turned 2. And we out there kicking the ball and having fun and doing our family thing, and then the ball go into a direction. Of course, you run in there, and then you're like, wait, hey, you see that? This lady she shouldn't have worn no drawers because her whole ass was out. I was like,
she had on the thong. And what made it so bad is sis had no butt.
Yeah, that's probably what made it worse. But I was just really like, but again, you get that balance. You might find, she said,
hold on, real quick.
You might find you a hot girl. You might find you a church girl.
I'm not shaming you, sis. Wear what you want to wear.
For sure.
But sis, it's a family environment. You could actually go to jail for being indecent at a park, sis.
She's just trying to give you the knowledge.
I'm trying to drop the knowledge on you. Because you got my 2-year-old baby out here looking at your ass, and I don't like it, okay?
So again, Cherry Creek, people, that's what type of area that is in. You feel me? That's what it is.
What killed me was the boyfriend. Then she went and laid in a hammock and got up completely naked. No thong, because at first she had on the thong. And I was like, sis, that's not a swimming suit. That's a whole ass pair of drawers.
That's a pair of drawers, because ain't no swimming suit like that.
Well, they do have thong
They do.
Suits.
I'm saying the way that it was like.
But it was clearly a pair of lace panties. So
that's
I was like,
how
all right, sis.
I feel
so
like,
then she laid down.
And
then when she laid down, she got up with no drawers on. I'm like, what the fuck happened in this hammock?
Either way, y'all. I mean, just know, Cherry Creek is definitely like this. Roll the dice, because you really don't. Now, I know I said that about like Capitol Hill, about the mixed bag. You never know what you're going to get. But that was more in reference to like, because it's good shit. And not that Cherry Creek is not, but Cherry Creek is definitely like the walk on the wild side. Because for real, it's a big beach. It's a beautiful state park. People go there all the time.
It's a man-made beach.
It's a man-made beach, so that's another good thing too. It's a state park, yeah. So it's really nice. I'm not gonna say that we've been there plenty of times, and again, you get where you get, and of course that didn't stop us from doing the baby thing. We were still out there going hard because that's what we finna do.
First of all, because we're gonna teach our kids that no matter what sis do over there, you gotta do you.
Simple.
And that's just how the people we are.
Simple. So.
That don't mean sis not gonna end up on story time on the YouTube channel.
On NBC Dateline. We don't know if you know how to. We just that doesn't mean that's not gonna happen. But we just want to let y'all know that's how we rocking out here. So that was the 5 areas, y'all. Singles edition. I feel like any one of them areas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like any one of these areas definitely could jump to something and get it popping, or if not, if you with the eclectic arts and want to get into that, it's plenty of shit to do down there. So, I think that's a really solid list, like really solid. So
if I was single, I would live in any of those areas. But if I had to choose, I would live in Capitol Hill.
I pegged her for it.
Because that's how I am.
That's just how she is. So she'll fit in right there. She love her art. She love her being. She's eclectic. She's a damn unicorn. That's what this one is. She's a unicorn
on camera because we can change this.
Because she's just.
You want it to be a YouTube video or you want it to be
I'm just telling y'all the truth. Anyway, that was good. Anyways, y'all, listen, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yo, we got some more videos coming.
We're about to shoot 3 videos. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, real back to back to back like Drizzy. But we got a house video coming up because, you know what I'm saying? We got a house video coming up because somebody asked us about houses and we only did apartments. So y'all get ready for that video. And yeah, if y'all got any more suggestions, man, y'all hit us up in the comments. Let us know. Like I said, follow her on Instagram. It's a cup of cocoa _ a glass of wine. And I'll link all that at the bottom. And yo, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace.